only on the news station.
Now at 6:30, Massachusetts moving forward. The governor unveiling a new timeline for relaxing coronavirus restrictions and getting back to normal.
Also, new gathering guidance from the CDC when it's now safe to lose the face covering.
Then breaking news in North Carolina, the FBI now launching a civil rights investigation into the deadly shooting of a black man.
Tracking a few showers early tomorrow morning, perhaps some thunderstorms tomorrow evening.
And dangerous debris smashing through a local woman's windshield.
It felt like a wake-up call in some way.
Why she says she's lucky to be alive.
7 News at 6:30 starts now.
First at 6:30 in the coronavirus emergency. Soon, people here in Massachusetts can drop the mask outside. Starting Friday, you no longer need to cover your face outdoors as long as you can socially distance. Governor Baker making that announcement today.
That's right, and it's one of the many restrictions the state is ready to relax. So here's a quick look at the other big steps forward in the state's plan. Starting May 10th, more sports fans will be able to head back into the stands. Capacity limits at arenas will increase to 25%. And then on May 29th, gathering together will be a little easier. The limit for indoor gatherings will increase to 200 and up to 250 people will be allowed to get together outdoors. And finally, on August 1st, all restrictions on businesses will be lifted. The governor plans to allow everything to open up at 100% capacity on that date. A lot of changes on the way in the coming months. And to help break more of this down for us, we have 7's Jonathan Hall kicking off our Team 7 coverage.
Governor Baker teared up today as he thought about all we've been through over the past year. But with infection rates low and vaccination rates high, he's ready to loosen COVID restrictions.
Fewer face coverings outside as of this weekend and more fans in the seats ready to cheer on the Red Sox at Fenway and the Bruins and Celtics at TD Garden in less than 2 weeks. It's all happened.
The people of Massachusetts have been incredible every step of the way in terms of their flexibility, their resiliency, their creativity, their support for one another, but especially around this vaccination issue.
As of Friday, masks will no longer be required when it is possible for you to keep a safe social distance. The governor credits all of us for helping to keep the pandemic at bay. Starting May 10th, arena and ballpark capacity will double to 25%. Amusement parks may reopen at 50% capacity, and road races are permitted. In addition, youth and adult sports tournaments can resume starting May 10th. May 29th, gathering limits are increased for private and public events, 200 indoors, 250 outdoors. Festivals, fairs, and parades can open in time for Memorial Day, and bars, breweries, and wineries may reopen. But they will be subject to restaurant rules. Patrons must be seated and observe a 90-minute time limit.
Table party sizes will be increased to 10 on effective May 29th.
And people at bars will not have to order food when they order a drink. The date we've all been waiting for is August 1. That's when all business restrictions will be lifted with 100% capacity allowed and no gathering limits. The remaining closed businesses will open, including nightclubs, saunas, steam rooms, and indoor water parks. Baker says that date could change and even be moved up to July if infection rates stay low and vaccine supply from the feds ramps up. He says if other states don't want their vaccine, Massachusetts will take it.
I talk to other governors all the time, all right? And many of them would give anything to have the same level of excitement and enthusiasm and commitment to getting vaccinated in their states that we see here.
Baker called this the most brutal year of his life and once again teared up thinking of his elderly dad.
I can't tell you how grateful I am that my dad survived this whole thing. Because that sure wasn't true for a lot of other people.
And we've had lots of people asking about vocal performers, singers in rock bands and wedding singers. They can perform once again in less than 2 weeks, beginning May 10th. At the State House, Jonathan Hall, 7 News.
Well, some parts of Boston will reopen along with the state's timeline. Mayor Kim Janey says much of the city's restrictions will be lifted on different dates, 3 weeks after the state. On June 1st, amusement parks, road races, and singing indoors will be allowed. On June 19th, street festivals and parades will resume, and bars and beer gardens will be able to serve alcohol without food. Mayor Janey expects on August 22nd, all businesses will be able to reopen with 100% capacity.
In every aspect of Boston's reopening, we will take the right measures at the right time to protect our people and promote our businesses.
And Mayor Janey says COVID-19 cases in Boston are trending in the right direction, but officials want more time to vaccinate more people. She says about 55% of residents over 16 have received at least one dose of the vaccine.
All Massachusetts